This is an appendix to the video we've just seen about the autopathic method, which was shown to me by Jiří Čihovský. I would like to tell you how I felt when I did this some years ago. All my life, since my 49th year, I have been able to jump into a basin and to dive 25 meters until the wall. Well, I need to say sometimes. Sometimes I did not have enough oxygen in my body, so I need to get up earlier. But 25 meters, that was something with some luck, I managed. After I made the homeopathic treatment with a salver for me, I made it only once, of course. Some months later, I felt that somehow my constitution was improving. I just felt something slightly becoming stronger. I felt that I was not so vulnerable for angina or something like that. Before, I usually had 2 or 3 anginas every year. Such did not occur anymore. When I made holidays on the west coast of Denmark, when I was running for half an hour at the beach, I found out after half an hour, I feel so good. I mean, I know there is some mark for the airplanes, a wooden mark on the hills, maybe some 3-4 kilometers ahead. Why not go and have a look at this from the beach, from the other side? So I ran for another maybe 40 minutes along the beach, took a bath in the sea. I just had a swimming suit with me, nothing else. I took a bath in the sea, came out, ran for another half an hour, took a bath again in the sea with big waves, was wonderful bath in the sunshine, then ran for another maybe 20 minutes. So for about something like 2 hours, I was just running or swimming in the waves, just running or swimming. The next day, when I woke up, I felt as if I had a new body. It was remarkable. So I made this a few times during my holiday. When I came back home, I thought to myself, well, I feel so good actually. I feel so better than before. Why not try something in the bassin, in this bassin we have in our city, in our little city? And I thought to myself, no, I could try to dive not only 25 meters, but maybe a little bit go back underwater. So I thought about that in my mind. I just something like thought this as if in a film inside my mind. I held my breath at home when I was outside on my terrace. As if I was something like in the water. I held my breath. I went on my terrace and thought in my mind how I would dive. And in my mind it was clear that it's possible. In my mind I could see, okay, this wall is coming now, and I turn underwater, and I could imagine how I can make some strokes back. Yeah. In the evening I went into this bassin, I jumped into the water, I came to the wall, and I was surprised that without much effort I had enough oxygen. I could really return and swim back. I mean, swim back a few strokes. The first time maybe in my life. I cannot remember I have done that before. And I said, oh, this really works, it's good. And yeah, and then I thought about this process. I said, oh, this is really wonderful. And I got the idea. I was 49 years old at that time. I said, oh, why not make a good present to my 50th birthday? I want to give the 50 meter to myself. Yeah? And well, I went to the bassin for some weeks, and when my 50th birthday was coming, I spoke to the headmaster of the bassin. I said, "Can you please have a look at me? I'm going to dive. Yeah, just watch that nothing can happen." So I went into the water. I swam different than I swam before, because my movement underwater was not so hectic as before, but it was very smooth, very smooth. It was as in slow motion. I was calming down in the water, not so hectic as before. So I reached the wall without any difficulties. I turned, I swam back some strokes, and in the water, down in the water, I could see the line. That's the line where the bassin is half. And I see, okay, I swim to this line, because I can manage, you know. And when I was at that line, I said, no, maybe, I don't know, maybe I can go up, you know. But when I looked up, there was some old man swimming, you know. I said, no, this is not a good place. I make some more strokes. And when I made some more strokes, I could see in the bassin, the line in the bassin down where the professional swimmers make their turn. So I said, I can go there, yeah. And I actually managed to go back the 50 meters and got out of the water. And the headmaster, he said, "Oh, this is really wonderful. This is enough, you know, 50 meters. We don't need more in the training of our divers. Yeah, it's okay. Leave it like that, yeah." And so, for my understanding, this development was possible by the homeopathic treatment I made to myself. I'm very lucky that Jiří Čuhovský told me how to do it. So I was really, yeah, I became, my constitution entirely changed. And what can I say now? We have, today is the 24th of October 2014. Yesterday we had a cold day. I mean, it was outside something like 12 degrees. I went to Travemünde, and I went into the Baltic Sea. I swam from the middle of the beach to the outside of the beach, which is something like maybe 450 meters, and I swam back. I didn't make a very high speed. I mean, I think I was in the water for about something like 30 minutes. The water had a temperature of something like 14 degrees, and you see, before I would not have got the idea that it's possible, but I felt comfortable. I felt even very comfortable. I made this with big joy. So what I recommend to you is that you try to do the same. Try this homeopathic, autopathic treatment to yourself, and then go out for new limits in your life. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and good luck to you. Bye-bye.